against us,
Lead us
and
not
lead
into
us not into
temptation, but
temptation,
deliver us
but
from
deliver
evil.
us from evil. Amen. Glory be to you, Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the
As it was
beginning,
in the
As it
beginning,
is, now and ever shall be,
is now, and ever shall be, world
world without end. Amen.
without end. Amen.
is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen. Father, we thank you for a time like this. We thank you immensely for the life that you have given to us. Father, the intelligence to be alive, to be connected to this meeting, we are grateful. Father, we also want to thank you for keeping us alive from January to this very moment. Lord, we hand over this meeting. Fill your servant that you're going to use today with wisdom, with understanding, and give him the grace to break this down to our understanding in the name of Jesus Christ. We
Amen.
plead the blood of Jesus Christ over every means of connecting to this meeting. We command them to be under the obedience of your word. But at the end of today, we'll have every cause to glorify your holy name. In Jesus' mighty name we pray.
Amen.
Amen. In the name of the Father and the Son of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen.
So thank you all for joining. I want to invite Sister Florence Oswago, who is going to moderate this webinar today. Please give him all the support and assistance she needs. Thank you very much. You're welcome, Florence. Take charge.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. I believe we can all hear me. So the talk for today, we have a very talented um, resource person giving us today's lecture. He has a wealth of knowledge in this field, which he's going to be um, giving us a lot of information on. His name is Mr. Ozoagu Thomas Aquinas Benedict. He was born in Onitsha and schooled at Dennis Memorial Grammar School. He proceeded to study electrical electronic engineering in the Federal University of Technology, Owerri, where he was, amongst other things, the general coordinator of the prestigious 2005 class. He has had 13 years of building his career, and he has worked across quite a number of sectors. He has worked in the power sector, he has worked in construction, in manufacturing, in the oil and gas, and within Nigeria and outside Nigeria. He's a trained facilitator on the transfer of technical skills. He's happily married and a father of two. Currently, he's the lead instrument engineer at Colgate Tolaram Enterprise in the Lekki Free Trade Zone. Please join me welcome Mr. Ozagu Thomas Aquinas Benedict. You have the floor, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Florence. I'm very happy to be here this evening. I'm seeing quite a number of familiar faces. So, at the end of every year, we try to do something like this. Most times we do seminar, but this year we're taking a different approach. We're doing a workshop. What it means is that um, we're not going to be learning anything today. I won't be teaching you anything, and you won't be learning anything from me. Instead, what we'll be doing is to work together to achieve a purpose. That purpose for today is to set up a family budget for 2024. So the objective of this workshop is for each and every one of the people present here now to have a budget for 2024. So if by the time we are through you don't have one, then the objective has not been met. So please join me as we progress. If you read the note I shared earlier, you would see that I I specifically asked that you have two screens with you, one screen to watch what I'm doing, and the second screen to do your own. So please, if you didn't get that information, maybe this is the time to get your second screen. If you don't have a second screen, then you can use a sheet of paper, a large notebook like foolscap sheet, to draft your budget for now. Then later on you can make changes when we are done with the meeting. Then you can transfer it to the screen of the device you're using. Okay, so for us to get started, the moderator will share with you a link to the resource material we're going to be using. It's a template which I have developed. I did not create the template. I am not a I'm not a financial expert. I have to make that disclosure. So I don't know all all there is to know about preparing a budget. So you won't be hearing any financial jargons from me. However, I'm an expert on Excel worksheet, and so I took the budget that a financial institution developed, and I automated the Excel sheet so that a lot of things to capture a lot of things that I know I would want my budget to have, not in terms of the content, but in terms of the facilities, the features, and ways to make it easy for me to view the data and to impute and manipulate the data. So if you look at the link that was shared with you, so I'm also going to share my screen so I can show you how to use the information. Okay, I don't know if you're seeing my screen yet. Okay, please hold on. The moderator, please. I'm not getting something. Some people are sending me messages that they are not able to join the meeting. What I've noticed is that the link that was shared in the invite is different from the link you posted this night. So I want to know, is that the case? Because I'm getting a lot of messages and it's distracting me.
It's the same link. It's just that the other one I put it on bit.ly, you understand? It's the same link.
So
So
people
you
are not
can
able
also
to join.
forward
People are
this.
not able to join with that link.
Uh, can you forward this one to them?
The problem is that it's only those that thought to reach out to me that would know. Others, is telling them that they should wait until they are accepted. If the person is a patient person, they will just wait. Okay, let me
It's the
send this
same link.
to those that have reached out to me.
I'm also experiencing the same thing. I have tried using another device to join with the link on the poster. That's the BIT link. It's also asking to join. So it's holding me on until somebody lets me in. So but I'm gonna I know Bauchi has sent a message on the group for them to use that link. I will just reference that message again.
Okay, thank you very much. So I think we should proceed because we have limited time, and I want us to maximize every minute and make sure we go back to our holiday as quickly as possible. So I've shared my screen. I am going to open the view I expect you to see when you open the link. I don't know if you've gotten the link. It has been posted on the message platform. If you've gotten the link, please click on it and open this view. Then let's proceed. If you are there already, let me know so I will know when to proceed. Can you still hear me? Hello, please confirm if you can hear me. I understand you have to mute, but I need to know if you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so when you open the
Yes, sir, I
link,
can
are you
hear
having
you.
the same view as I have on my screen?
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay, perfect. Okay, so why I gave you access to a folder instead of a file is because we're going to be making changes to this development as time goes on. Because when you launch something that you expect users to utilize, you can't get it perfect at the first time. You will need feedback from the users to know what and when to make changes. So if you notice, there are 4 files there currently. The first information there is the date. Then after that, there is the version. So you will see v3 in the file name. So v1, after the date, you have v1, then you have v2, then you have v3. Okay, hold on, let me rename this one. So the idea is you have access to this folder. So if we launch an update, after this session, when you start using it, if you make observations, you could let us know that you feel this is not working fine, or you feel it's better if we do something like this. When you make that report, we will make changes. When we make changes, we'll still upload it to this folder, so you will still have access to it using the same link. So that's the whole idea. So the file we are going to be working with this night is the last one, the last Excel file, the one that has today's date. Okay, that was yesterday's date, 2023 12/29 underscore v3 NFCS. There are 2 files that have the same name, but the last one is the one we're interested in now. We're interested in the last one. So there are some things I have to let you know about. This document was created with Microsoft Excel, but when it was uploaded to Google, some changes took place because Microsoft Excel and Google Sheets are not they are not exactly agreeing on some things. So because of that, some features changed, and I have to start making changes to the document again. So now that it's on Google Sheet, I have to put it somewhere that everybody can access it. I didn't want to put it in Microsoft platform because I know that more people use Google email address than people that use Office. So since we're using Google Sheet, it may be better for you to use Google Sheet, meaning that I recommend that you work with this document online, because I will show you some other reasons down the line why it is better. So what I'm saying is don't download the document. Instead, when you open the document, if you click on these 3 dots, you will see make a copy. Make a copy. I don't know if you can see my screen. It says here make a copy. So when you make a copy, then the new version that you will get, you can now move it to where you want to save it in your Google Drive. Because this one you're looking at now is in NFCS Google Drive. You don't want to work on the one there. You want to work on the one that you have already moved to your Google Drive, because you want the information you're about to share now is your personal information. Nobody else is supposed to see it. So the first step is to duplicate this file and move it to your Google Drive. Then from there, we can now start making changes. I don't know if what I'm saying is clear. So I'll take the steps now. I'll take the steps now. I'll make a copy. When I make a copy, then I will have a file that is named copy of. I will click again on that file. I will now say organize. When I say organize, I will now say move. When I move, I now select a folder in my personal Google Drive. This is NFCS Google Drive. But when you are doing this, it will be showing you your personal Google Drive. I want to know if there's anybody that did not understand this, or is lost in what you're doing. Is there anybody that did not understand? All right, so I believe we can make progress. So when you click move, it gives you access to your Google Drive. You come to your drive. If you don't want to keep it here, then you use this arrow to enter inside, and until you find the folder where you want to put it, or you can create a new folder using this icon below here where you want to put it. When you find where you want to put it, you click move and it will put it there for you. I hope it's clear. If it's not clear, please let me know. So I'm going to move this to this folder that is called personal resource, just to show you. So I can also click move, or I can also open personal resource to see if there's another folder inside it that I want to use. Okay, there's no other folder I want to use, so I can now click move here. So after I've clicked move, I'm doing this. This is happening because, as I said, I'm on NFCS Google Drive, but in your own case, you will not get this problem. So please just go ahead and implement this, and then we can continue. Okay, I believe we
Mr.
can
Thomas,
proceed now.
please, can you, just to be sure that, is there anybody who didn't get this right? Nobody, I can't see any message from anyone on the chat. So I don't know if we're all clear or if it's necessary for him to run it one more time.
Please, can you run it one more time?
Okay.
Okay, that's totally fine. Okay, so what I'm saying is that I've created the file and I've uploaded it on Google Sheets. So there are, if you talk about spreadsheets, there are 3 spreadsheets that are very popular. There is the Microsoft Excel, which you can run on your computer. Then there is the Excel Online, which is owned by Microsoft, which you don't need to run it on your computer. You access it using any browser. And then there is Google Sheet, which is owned by Google, which you also don't need to run on your computer. You can access it using any browser. I said I have chosen Google Sheet for this exercise because I believe that you have more people that have Google email address than people that have Office accounts. To my knowledge, I'm not putting any statistics. All right. So anyway, you can use any one. It doesn't matter. But the problem is that if you transfer a spreadsheet from one platform to another, because the platforms are not the same, because the owners have developed their program the way they like, and they didn't care trying to conform to another person's standard. If you migrate a document from Microsoft Excel to Google Sheets, some features will be lost. So because of that, I'm advising you not to download this Google Sheet to Microsoft Excel because some features will be lost. I'm advising you to use it online, meaning use it with a browser. In that case, what I'm saying is, this link that I've shared to you, these files that you're seeing when you open the link, you are going to be seeing 5 files now. The reason you are seeing 5 files is because I've made a duplicate of one of the files. So I will delete it, so I will start afresh. You are supposed to be seeing 4 files. We're interested in the last file. So the first thing you are going to do is to make a copy of the file. You make a copy of the file, then you will now have a copy of the file in your Google Drive. It will not appear the way my own is appearing. Hey, that reminds me of something. When you make this copy, if you don't see the copy that you made, if you're not able to see it, because it will not appear here. I'm on NFCS platform now, so when you make a copy, it will not appear here. Instead, to see it, you can click on Home in your own Google Drive, and you will see the copy that you made. It will be the first file there. So what I want you to do next is to click on it and select organize and move. You move it to the place where you want to use it. Excuse me. All right, so you click on these three dots, you click organize, and you move. Then inside your Google Drive, you will now choose where you want to put it. You can create a new folder for it if need be, but if you already have a folder that contains similar files, then you can drop it there. So is there anybody that has done it successfully? If you have done it successfully, please comment on the group or say something so that we'll know. And let's know whether we're moving forward or if we need to repeat this. So when you click move, it will ask you where you want to put it. As I said, you can use this arrow to enter inside a folder. When you arrive at the folder you want to place it, you click on move, or you click on this move here at the lower section. If you've done it, please post on the message platform. Let's know those that have done it and if we should move forward. Yes, somebody is asking if you're using mobile phone. Yes, you can do it with mobile phone as well. Just that it's going to stress you a lot because you have a tiny screen and you need to be changing the view frequently. But definitely you can do it with a mobile phone. Okay, so I believe I can proceed now. If you have any question, please feel free to ask at any point. Let's know how to proceed. Okay, so when you open the file, you are going to be seeing something like this. I hope all of you are here now. After you've made a copy of the file, you can rename it if you so wish. After you've made a copy, remember the file name will start with copy. You can rename it, but that's not important. If it's going to confuse you, just forget about that. Just open the file. Let's continue. So in this template, there are so many different sections. So I don't want it to look overwhelming. So I'm going to take my time to just run through the various sections. There are some numbers here already. I put those numbers to give you a head start so that you know what to do and how to progress. Okay, so the first thing we have here at the upper left corner is the start date for the budget or for the document. So this information here is making it possible for you to reuse this next year. So when you want to reuse this next year, you can come here and just change this, and then a lot of information on the sheet will populate automatically as a result of the information you put here. Then followed by that is now that you want to start using this information, we are sure your pocket is not empty. I hope you want this budget to run from 1st of January, but we know that you may not be starting on an empty pocket. So if you want to put in the information on the amount you are starting with, then this is the right place to put it. There are two kinds of amounts that we'll be using on this document. There is the spending and there is the savings, spending and savings. So if you have any money that you mapped out for the purpose of spending and you want to use that to start 2024, then you put the amount here where I have 35,000. It can be anything depending on you. Remember, this information is personalized. It's for you. So you're the one that knows what it says and what it should be. So if you have any amount that you have kept, you don't plan to spend it in 2024, but it is in the balance of your savings account, as in the money that you plan to keep, not spend, you put the amount here. You put some figures there initially to just point you in the right direction. Excuse me, please. So then the third thing is, remember, we are projecting this to be a family budget planner. All right. So, but it doesn't mean that a single person cannot use it. So if you're a family and you want to personalize the information here, so there are areas in the document where you'll be seeing hobby and wifey. If you want to put your name there, then you can put your own name there. You put the man's name there, and you put the lady's name there. This will automatically change some fields in the document. So rather than seeing hobby, you will not be seeing Ben. Rather than seeing wife, you will not be seeing lady in different places. If you don't want, you can leave it. And if you're single, you can put only your name against the husband or the wife if you're a man or a woman. Then the lower section is a summary of our income and expenses for the year based on the information we are going to put. Remember, I said I put some figures there to show you how it works. You will change those figures as we progress. I cannot see the message platform as I'm presenting. So please, if there's any message, the moderator, you let me know if my attention is needed. So
Yes,
on the total income, using the green arrow, showing inflow, you'll see a summary of whatever data you've put in across the various months. And on the total expense, you see information about whatever data you put in. Just ignore the figures there. I'm using this to show you how it works. However, you notice that there is a number of days assigned to each month. Now, February is 29th because of this year. Next year, if you put the date at this start and end date, this February will change to 28th. So that information is used to calculate a lot of things on the sheet. Then going down a bit, there are two charts here. There's a third chart, but unfortunately, Google Sheet does not support that chart, so they removed it when I uploaded the document. But these two are good enough to show us what we want to see. So the one by the left shows how your income is moving in, and then the one by the right shows your savings, how you're able to preserve some of them. Don't worry about the current situation of the graph. As you put in the figures now, we'll see how your own will look. Okay, so I'm moving to the next session now. You see the block in green. You see the block in green. So here I have income. I have a list of possible incomes that I might where money can be coming in from. So this information depends on you. So you can change them to match your personal attributes. But please, for now, do not try to add a row or to add a column to this document. There are a lot of things going on. So after some time, when you've understood how the sheet works, then you can make changes. You can manipulate it however you like. But for now, please do not add anything like a column or a row. What you can do is to make changes. For example, if I don't anticipate that I will receive gifts, instead of having these gifts received, I can change it to something else that I anticipate. That's the kind of change I expect you to make at this level. So these are the possible sources of income. Don't enter any data yet. Let me walk you through the sheet first. Then, when that money comes in, I expect not to spend everything, right? I plan to keep some for different reasons. So these are some of those monies that I plan to keep. Forget about these reasons listed here. You will personalize it to match your own reasons. If you don't need emergency fund, that's totally fine. Just change the name to what you need. If you're not planning to buy a new car, that's okay. Change it to what you're planning to buy, a new land, whatever. Just make the changes according to your personality. Then we've moved from service now to expenses, the sections in blue. The expenses are categorized into many different categories. I expect you to leave the categories the way they are. However, you can change the children. For example, in home expenses, if you're not paying rent, then that's totally fine. You can change this mortgage slash rent to whatever you're doing. The same thing for the others, electricity, DSTV. If those ones not affect you, you either leave them the way they are, leave them blank, or if there is something that you want to spend on that is not here under home expenses, then you can add it here. Then, after home expenses, we have daily living. This is where you're going to mention the things that you plan to spend on. Aha. So I have error here resulting from, like I told you, when I uploaded this from Microsoft Excel to Google Sheet, some things change. Okay, so I won't allow this to distract us. We'll just continue. Okay, so but you can see under living expense, under daily living, you can edit if those ones that are showing error, you can remove them and put the one that matches what you want. Okay, so we have a section for children. If you have children, then you can mention the amounts you plan to spend on the various items under children, and then on transportation, we expect you to do the same. Don't add a new row. Just change what you have there to match your own requirements. Under health, we have the same thing. Under insurance, we have the same thing. Then we have a section that is called education. This is not the same education with the one you have under children. All right? This one is for your children's education. But if you yourself or your wife is schooling, then it should come under this education. And then we expect that you, that you make provision for charity and other donations that you plan to come across throughout the year. And then if there are obligations that you have that you need to fulfill, like loans that you need to fulfill, then they should come under here. Taxes, personal taxes, things like that. They should come under here. Then if you have expenses that you do for your business, remember this is not budget for your business. This is budget for your family. But if you have from that income that is coming in into your family home, if you have expenses that you're going to make from that income that have to do with your businesses, then they need to come in here. And then definitely there should be entertainment. All right. So definitely I expect you to change this contents to match your own expectations. And then if you have pets, you can utilize this section. If not, you leave it blank. If you pay subscriptions for any of these things, you can utilize them. If not, leave them blank. But please don't delete any row. Don't delete any row yet. All right, until you understand fully how the sheet works. Please don't do any of these things. So we have vacation. So we can also put in entries there, and then anything else that I've missed, then you can put it under miscellaneous. Okay, so now that you've had a walkthrough of the sheet and seen how it works, I'm going to take you back again. I'll show you something else. For the income, where you have Ben's income, when I put the unit rate, I have to say whether this income is coming, how frequently it is coming. So if you look at this, this is a drop down menu. I have the option of daily, I have the option of weekly, I have the option of monthly, I have the option of quarterly, I have the option of triannually, that is 3 times in a year, 2 times in a year, and yearly. Why is this important? Because we don't want you to try to do a lot of mathematics in your head, trying to calculate, okay, how much will this yield in 1 year? And we also want to consider the fact that different users are going to be having different sources of income. So people are going to be earning daily, while some people are going to be earning monthly, and as the case may be. So we've made provision for everybody. And this provision we've made is automated in the sense that when you put in your income here and you select the frequency, the information under the months will match whatever frequency you've selected. For example, if you look at the example figures there, it says that Ben is earning 300,000 quarterly, meaning, excuse me, meaning every 3 months. So as a result, the sheet is assuming that Ben earns 100,000 per month. So if I change it to biannually, the sheet will update and assume that if Ben earns 300,000 twice in a year, that is 300,000 in 6 months, that means he earns 50,000 in a month. However, if I choose monthly, it will say, okay, Ben earns 300,000 per month. I don't know if this is clear. If it's not clear, please let me know. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to delete this information here, and I'm going to put fresh information and have you observe how it works. I expect you to do the same, so you can delete the information there in your own and put in fresh information and observe. So on the husband's income, I expect you to put a figure there. So now the sheet is your own. Nobody is looking at the sheet. Nobody else can see the information. So for us to be practicable, I expect you to put the actual figures so that you will see what materializes, how it turns out, and you will also be able to appreciate what we are doing. But since all of you are looking at my sheet, I'm going to be putting hypothetical figures just to show you how it works. Okay, so I'm going to put here, for example, 200,000, and I'm going to select monthly. When I select monthly, it's going to assume that I earn 200,000 per month, and it's going to fill it in for all the months. Now, on the lady's income, I'm going to put 150,000, and I'm going to select monthly here, and it will do the same thing. However, on earnings from investment, let me take that our investment as example. What is that investment, that our farm produce that we invested as a group? The earnings come in every 6 months. Am I correct? Every 6 months.
9 months.
What did he say?
9 months.
9 months. 9 months. Oh, great. Oh, unfortunately, I did not make provision for 9 months. I did not make provision for 9 months, but I think you've gotten the idea. So let me put 6 months, for example. So if every 6 months from that investment, if I earn 6,000 and I put biannually, meaning every 6 months, then it will record it that I'm going to be earning 1,000 per month. I think that this should make it clear for you. If I earn dividends from shares, for example, I think they share it quarterly, that's every 3 months. Let's say that every 3 months I earn 9,000 from dividends. So, and I put quarterly here. It's going to say that I earn 3,000 every month. And if I receive gifts, let's say we receive gifts mostly in Easter and December, or let's say in December, if I expect to receive gifts in cash that will amount to 20,000 naira, then I will put 20,000 naira there and put yearly. It's going to come only once, all right? But because it's an income and I want to match it with my expenses, it will still going to spread it across every month and tell me what the expected income per month is. because I plan to start spending this money from January, even though the money will come in December. You know, that's how we do as Nigerians. So uh, I hope you've understood this. If you have, please complete your own. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. I don't want us to spend all the time here because we want to wrap this up in 1 hour, and there is so much I want to show you. So please go ahead and fill in the rest. For this savings, from that money you have earned, you want to save some money, yeah? And you may want to, instead of just keeping one lump sum as all your savings, you may want to have a visual um, understanding of where these monies are going to and what they are being mapped out for. So if I want to keep emergency fund of 5,000 naira every month, remember, it's like insurance. Is money that you may or may not spend. So you don't have to calculate all the amount that you will spend if you eventually do spend it. So let me say I keep 5,000 naira monthly. In January, I may not spend it. In February, I may not spend it. In March, something may not happen and I need to spend, and I end up spending 20,000 naira. That's fine, because in April, I may not spend it again. In June, I may not spend it again, and so on and so forth. So the money eventually accumulates back. I hope it's clear. So just put an estimated figure of the emergency fund you want to spend in 1 year and divide it by 12 and just put the figure there. Or you can put the amount, the total amount. If I want to leave emergency fund of 60,000 naira throughout the entire year, then I can put 60,000 naira and put yearly here. So you do the same for all the other savings. Whatever new project you want to do, it mustn't be a car. If it's new land, you put new land there. If it's new whatever, you put, if it's new house, you put new house, whatever. Then any other, if you are getting older like me, you can put map out something for your retirement, except you already have a pension somewhere. Then you can put together something for your children's education in the future, and any other investment you want to do, you can put them here. Then you go to the next session. Okay, I see a problem here. Okay, so this section is talking about your expenses. Okay, so if you are going to be paying rent, you put the amount you are going to be paying as rent here. I'll put a hypothetical figure. Then you set duration. If you don't set this duration, then the information will not come out on the month section. You have to set the duration. If you leave it as set duration, then nothing will happen. Ah, okay, I see a problem here. Just give me a minute. I think I'm noticing something now. Let's see. Okay, so I think I'm noticing something. When I started, two files were named version 3, and I renamed one of them to version 2, so as not to confuse you on which one to use. But I renamed the wrong one. So the one I renamed is the latest version. I don't know why I had version 3 twice in the first place. So the one I renamed is the latest version. So if you will do something for me, please, what will happen is go back to the link. I hope this doesn't set you back. It doesn't change anything. You will just copy the input you've made. So I'll rename this one to version 4. It's actually the latest version. So I'll rename this one to version 4. Okay, so please do something for me. Go and capture this document. Again, this is the latest version. I'm seeing that in the other one, some changes that I've already made are not reflecting there. So I'm sorry if this sets you back, but please, so that it doesn't, if I keeping quiet, then in the future, it will keep affecting us, and there'll be a time it will become too late to make the changes. So what you need to do is just open this one and copy the data you've put in the other one and transfer it to this place. So for example, in my version 3, I've already put in this information. All I have to do is just copy the section, copy this information, and go to the other section and put it there. That's all. And then we can make progress. I'm sorry, I apologize for this. If it's not clear, please let me know. If it's not clear, please let me know. So I've copied that information I have on the other side. So I'll just come here and paste it. That's all. Just go to version 3, copy the information, whatever information you've put here, and paste it here. I think it's better we do this now. The longer we wait, the more difficult it becomes. Just come here and paste it, that's all. Or you can use Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Any other section, if you make changes to any other section, I've made changes to this section too. I will just copy the information in that section. Copy, come here and paste.
So are we recopying? We're recopying version 3, right? Not
No, no,
version
no,
4.
no, no. You are copying. Let me repeat. Let me repeat so that you have a clear understanding of what happened. When we started, when I wanted to show you the file to use here, I noticed that 2 files were named version 3. I know what happened now.
Yeah.
I wasn't the one that created the second one. Google Sheets, I was doing something. I'm doing a lot of automations on the document. So Google Sheets created the second one automatically for me. So, but when I saw it, I didn't want it to get confused. So I just randomly renamed one of them. So it turns out that the one I renamed is the one you should be using. So to remedy that now, I have renamed it again to version 4. This V4 here now. So this V4 is the one I want you to use. So what I want you to do is the same steps you took the first time. Make a copy of this version 4. Make a copy of this version 4. Then move it to the folder where you want it. Once you click make a copy, you will go to home in your Google Drive. You will see it. It will be the first file there. It will be the first file there. Then you move it to the place where you want it to be, home. It will be the first file there, but it's going to have the word copy of starting the file name. You move it to where you kept the other one. You go to organize. You click on move. It will ask you where you want to put it. You put it the same place that you kept the other one, in the same folder. Then after that, you open it. So when you open it, what I'm saying is, since you've already started putting information on this one, for us not to waste time, for you not to start repeating everything again, one after the other, I'm saying just copy that information you put on this one, just select it, copy it, use Ctrl C to copy it, then come here and paste it in the same place. But if all this is going to confuse you, then please just continue using this one, because the features I want to show you are all here. But do we have any question or anybody that did not get what I said? Okay, so I'll take the silence to mean no question. So time is fast going by. So what I want you to do is just put in all this information. When you put in all this information for the various expenses, this is something that you need to take time and do, because we expect this to last for the entire year. Mind you, you're not going to change this. Whatever information you put here today in the budget section, you're not going to change it again. If you remember in the future, in the next week now, next 2 weeks, all these things will start happening, and then you are going to realize, oh, I forgot to put a security fee, and now they're asking me to pay it. So what will I do? Please don't go back to the budget to make any changes. You are going to record it as an expense. That's what I want to show you next now. When you record it as an expense, next year, when you're preparing the budget for 2025, you will now know what changes to make to your budget. But it's not good to go back to your budget every time you remember something. Can you imagine as far into the month, into the year, in May, in June, you will just notice something that your children are supposed to pay sports fee and it's not in the budget, and then you run back to the budget to put it there. It's no longer a budget. All right, so the budget is there to serve as a guideline to show you what you planned to do. It's not meant to be perfect. So when those changes come, you just record them as expenses. So I will tell you one advantage that this has. All right, but what I want you to do is I want you to leave the budget section for now. You can complete it later. at your convenience. Just but try and do it today, please, because I don't want you to dump this once we are done with this meeting. When you finish putting in the information on the budget session, please, the next thing to do is to go to the monthly expenditure. Let me show you some things. Below, there's a tab called monthly expenditure. This is where people that are using mobile devices may have a little bit of a challenge, because depending on the software you're using to view this document in your phone, you may not have access to, you may not know how to access the tabs. You may have to look at the top or at the bottom, or you may not have to bring out the side menu to be able to see the tabs. But however you're able to figure it out, please go to the monthly expenditure tab. Let me show you something. So the monthly expenditure tab is very similar to the budget tab. Everything is still there, including the graphs and the charts. But this time around, you're going to be putting in the money as you spend it, but not here. Not here. I'll show you something else. You're not supposed to type anything here. The information that you put on the budget side will be reflecting here. If you remember, on the budget side, I put hobbies income as 200,000 and I put wifey's income as 150,000. It's all reflecting here, so you don't need to make any changes. The quarterly and the weekly and the rest of them are reflecting here. You don't need to make any changes in that section again. You don't need to change anything on the monthly expenditure tab. That tab is for you to view data, to see what is happening and how it's going. From 1st of January, where you are going to be making changes is on the daily expenditure tab. If you look at the lower section, you see another tab that is called daily expenditure. So if you click on it, daily expenditure, you will see another tab, and there is where you are going to be putting in your expenses on a daily basis. You'll be putting in your expenses on a daily basis. What I mean is, on the 1st of January, if you pay rent on the 1st of January, you come here and put the rent you paid. Where is the rent? Rent is here on the Okay, do something for me, please. There is a change that I made here that is not reflecting here. So if you're using a computer, do this. If you're using a computer, do this. Click on this cell where you have form written. On the cell where you have form written, if you click inside it, then you go to view on your screen and you go to freeze and you click up to row 27, view again, freeze again, up to column A. This will freeze this data so that we can scroll across the various dates and scroll across the various information without affecting the date and what we need to be seeing. So for example, if I pay my rent on 1st of January, I come on 1st of January and enter that I've paid my rent to 1,200 or 1.2 million. It will reflect on the sum, the total amount that I've spent. If on that 1st of January, I also did something else, definitely I'm going to do transportation, yeah? So if I spent 2,000 naira on fuel, I'll put it here, 2,000 naira. And it will be accumulating on this sum column. On 2nd of January, we expect you to do the same. In the evening, once you come home, which expenses did I do today? You come and put, I've paid tuition fee. I paid 50,000 naira. You put it here, and it will be accumulating on this sum column. This is how we expect you to document your expenses throughout the year. So the question that will be on your mind now is, how will I do this? It's very stressful. Do I have to sit on my computer every day and open Excel every day and enter this information every day? Okay, so to answer this question, I've made another provision. Okay, so this is the changes that I've made that would not be available in that version 3 if you are still using it. There is something called form responses on version 4. There's a tab called form responses on version 4. Okay, this is because I created a form on this document that will allow you to input your daily expenses without having to open Excel sheet. So all you have to do is to copy the link for your form and paste it as a shortcut somewhere on your phone, so that whenever you want to fill in this stuff at the evening of every day, you bring your phone, you click on the link, you enter the data according to whatever row it corresponds to. And this is the form here. I'll be sharing it with you as well. But before I do that, let me show you how it works. So I want to um, fill this form now. I'll show you how it works. I copy the link. Just give me a moment. Slow internet. Okay, so I copy the link and I'll paste it on a new tab. So this is how the form looks. With this form in your phone, you can enter this data daily. I'll paste the link for the moderator to share, just for the sake of you understanding how it works. But remember, when you by the end of this session, I expect you to have access to this form for your own personalized use, not this one that everybody can see the data. So you can just click on the link. I've sent the form to the link to the moderator. She will share it. You can click on the link on your phone so that you see how the form works, how you use it to input data. You can just complete it once to input data. Then I will show you the data that you inputted. You'll see how it works. Then I will show you how to personalize this form so that it will be useful to you for your own data. So for example, I'm going to complete it now. I will say use this email. Then I will select the date I want to put in information. If it's today, I'll just click today. Then which section do I want to log in this data? It's not every day that I spend on everything. However, at the end of the day, the money that I've spent on the things that I've spent on, I'm expected to log them here. So what it means is that if I spent on health today, I select health. When I do, I'll click next. Then, which of the different sections in health did I spend on? Oh, I said, okay, there was an emergency and it cost me 8,000 naira. But that's not all that I spent today. So I'm going to go next again and put in another data. Of course, I went to work. That means I spent on transportation. So I come down to transportation. I click next. Which section in transportation did I spend on? Oh, of course, I bought fuel, 3,000 naira. Then apart from that, I did some repairs on my car. The mechanic said I should bring 1.5. Oh, and my license has expired and I renewed it. It cost me 15,000. I click next. Is that all that I spent today? Excuse me. Oh, no, that's not all. Today also, there was some home expenses. Is there any day that there is no home expenses? Of course, we bought some stuff at home and we replaced our cooking gas. It cost us 15. We refilled our cooking gas. It cost us 15,000. And we paid GoTV. It cost us 10,000. Is that all that I spent today? No, there's something else that I spent on, but I did not capture it here. I bought new foot mats, and it did not make provision for foot mats. So what will I do? How much did I spend? I spent 25,000 naira on the foot mat. But when I'm looking at my record, how will I remember that this 25,000 naira was spent on foot mat? I have to put that information here. I bought foot mat for 20,000 and it was shipped with 5,000. So this information will help you when you are reviewing your data to know what exactly, because 3 months down the line, when you are looking at this thing and you see you spent 25,000 naira on order. Which one is order again? What did I do with this money? What did I do with this money? If you do not put this information, you're going to have that kind of problem. Remember, one of our objectives here is to catch all those people that normally say they don't know what happened to their money. If you belong in that category, using this document will completely eliminate that excuse. If you say you don't know what happened to your money, that means you will forgot to log it in here. Because if you logged it in here, then once you go and view your data, you will see exactly how you spent it and what you spent it on. If that is all that you spent today, then when you click on this form again, you click submit. And you click next, and it will ask you whether you want to submit. You say yes, I want to submit. So when you submit this form and you go back to your Google Sheets, if you go to that tab that is called form response, you will see the information that was submitted. Okay? So the information that was submitted, whenever it was submitted, will come down at the next row. So if you remember, I didn't put in for everything. But whatever I put in for, I said we bought cooking gas for 15,000. It's right here. I said we did Go TV for 10,000. It's right here. Order 25,000. Remember our order that we don't know what we spent it on. However, if I look at the comments, I will see where I spent the order on. Okay. So put in comments. Where did it go? So all these columns are quite lengthy. Oh, it was right beside there. I didn't notice. Are you seeing the comment? I bought a foot mat for 20,000 and it was shipped with 5,000. So when I am left wondering what this order for, what did I spend 25,000 on? So that comment is there to save me. And when I go to my monthly expenditure, remember I said the monthly expenditure is for you to view your data, nothing else. For you to view data. So when I go to the monthly expenditure, then that information will appear here. Oh, sorry. Start with daily expenditure. When I go to daily expenditure, because I did not put the information here manually, I put it on that form, it will appear on this column E. If you look at column E, you see that it has a section that is called form. That the title is called form. So that information that I just put in there now, I expect it to appear here. Okay. Maybe it's still uploading. So can you see the sample data that I used earlier? It came here. So this is how it works generally. If you want to understand the different sections of the document, then you can go to this folder that is this tab that is called help. So this help file was not written by me. It was written by the owners of the template. Remember, I told you the accounting institution where I got the template from. So they explained what each of those rows mean, what you mean by transfer from savings, what you mean by adjustment to savings, and all that. If you're interested in all those jargons, then you can come here. But I want to believe that using our general knowledge of accounting is generally okay. You understand everything. But if not, I expect to take questions now so that I will know if there is any aspect that you don't understand. Then we will now conclude and allow you to fill in the data. So do I have any questions?
There's none in the messages. Does anyone have any question? You can indicate by raising your virtual hand or speak right away.
Okay, I would also want to know if anybody is having any difficulty filling in the data. Are you noticing anything, any problem while you're filling in the data? Please let me know. Flores, I think someone raised their hand. Please check.
Yes. Okay. So, Mr. Uchenna Oyena, please, can you speak up?
Okay, good evening, everyone. Um, Unfortunately, I came in late. I didn't know that this workshop was on. I don't know if this question would have been answered earlier, but I just want to know this when you share this Google Sheet with us, I could see where you have already named it. And will we be able to edit the name so that we can personalize it to ourselves? That's just my question.
Yes, thank you very much. I hope you we are listening when I explained to how to own the sheet, because I shared the sheet with you, but I expect you to now own it, meaning that I expect you to make a copy. You make a copy, you click on these three dots to make a copy. Then after you've made a copy, I expect you to organize it by moving it to your own Google Drive where you want it to be so that you can locate it whenever you need it. Then after once you've done that, it is now your sheet completely. It's now yours entirely. That version that you've saved in your Google Drive, it's yours. Yes, and yes, you can do anything to it. You can rename it. You can edit anything you want to edit inside it. But I also advise that until you understand the details of the Excel sheet, please don't insert rows or insert columns or delete rows or delete columns. Just leave anything that you are not that it doesn't apply to you. Just leave it blank. And anything that if there is something that applies to you but it's not there, find a way to utilize the existing rows, change the names or merge. You can merge two things, but just so that you don't change any major aspect of the sheet until you fully understand how it works. When you in the next 2 3 weeks, by the time you've used it, you will see how it works. Then you can now make whatever other changes you want to make. That's my recommendation. I don't know if I answered your question.
Okay, thank you. You answered it. Like I said, I was not there at the beginning of the lecture when you were talking about that. But one more question that I would like to ask. Um, for this Google sheets that we have, when um, when we start using it, how do I put it? Well, if I want to see a summary of how I how I manage my finance in a month or in 3 months, let's say in graphical form, in pie chart, to see whether I'm improving in expenses management. Is there any portion that automatically converts all my expenses and categorize it so that I will now know, maybe I can compare January and February when it comes to fuel? Did I spend more? Which month did I spend more on fuel? And so on. Does this sheet allow me to do that?
Okay, yes, thank you very much. So, as I was developing this document, I tried to see what interesting and useful features I can bring in. But as I kept doing that, the document kept becoming more and more cumbersome. So I realized I have to stop somewhere. So the features you're asking for right now, I put some dummy data here earlier just to show you. If you look at the um, budget what do you call it, a sheet, you will notice I have one graph and one chart at the top. When I developed this document, I had one pie chart, but that pie chart, when I uploaded the document to Google Drive, it got missing because Google Drive apparently doesn't seem to support pie chart. So, but let me show you here. I think it should. Oh, okay. This was the version from. So, but to answer your question, yes, I already put some of those features, and you can put more. Once you've understood how the information is categorized which I will try and explain again. Then you can create a new sheet. Yeah, that's what you call them now, sheets. Yeah, you can create a new sheet, and then um, go to the sheet that contains the information that we've logged in and extract whatever information you want to extract and put it in whatever format you want to put it for whatever analysis you want to do. So I've already done. I don't know why my computer is hanging. I wanted to show you the original document where I did the pie chart, but it's hanging. I don't want that to waste our time. So what I'm saying is that if you look at the chart in the existing document now, and I will do something to show you that how interactive it is. So by the time I start collecting my salary in this chart now, my salary is 200,000. In January, I have just 200,000. In February, I will have 400. In March, I will have 600. This is my budget. This is how I hope things will turn out. All right. But in reality, on this monthly expenditure, by the time the money starts coming in, a new chart will start emerging that shows the actual happening, meaning that in this in this daily expenditure, or from the form, if I put in actual data there, the day I collect my salary, I'm expected to put it there. So let's say I collect my January salary income. I collect my January salary on 31st January. If you look at the dates here, January ends here. I have 31st January here. I collect my January salary on 31st January. Let's say I get that 200,000 I hoped for. All right. Then in February, something happens and I don't get up to 200,000. Maybe I came late a few times and the HR is not my friend. So I get 180. And then in March, I perform outstandingly well and they give me bonus and I get 220. So this information that I'm putting here will be appearing on the monthly expenditure chart. Are you seeing it's no longer straight like it was in the budget? Because in the budget, I'm saying hypothetically 200,000 per month. But in reality, it's not like that. In the end, we are going to see a graph that shows what actually happened. Let me give you another example. I have a bar chart here for savings. So in the month of January, okay, I'm in March already, so let me start from March. In March, I decided to put aside 50,000 instead of the agreed 60,000. What I budgeted that I will be putting aside for emergency fund weekly was 60,000. Or let me change it to monthly. Or you can't make changes here. Whatever changes you want to make, you have to make it on the budget section and it will reflect there. So emergency fund, I agreed 60,000 monthly, just hypothetically. When I go back to monthly expenses, you see that it has reflected there. It's monthly now, 60,000 monthly. So in March, I was able to put aside 50,000, and going back to the daily expenditure, which is where you input the data, and then let's say in April, the month was good, so I put out 70,000, and in May, things were terribly bad. I couldn't save much. I put out only 30,000. When I go to the monthly expenditure sheet, I'll be seeing a reflection of what actually is happening using the bar charts. How much I have actually saved versus how much I projected that I was going to save is reflecting on the bar chart. So you can see on the other side, my chart is also changing because I've started spending from the money. So it's also changing. So I've already done this one just to get you started. But in the same way, once you've adopted the sheet and you've made it your own, you can always add a new sheet. You can always come here and add a new sheet using this add sheet. Then you can say, okay, I want this data and that data and that data. I want to use it to plot this chart so I can do comparison between this month and that month or whatever it is you want to do. All the data is here already under the monthly expenditure. The monthly expenditure is not for you to type anything. It's for you to view data and to do what you're asking now, the question you're asking now. So if you, by a glance here, I can see Okay, on electricity, let me give you an example of what you're asking now. I want to compare electricity used in February versus electricity used in March. So let me go and input data there. So if I go to electricity, where is the electricity when you need it? Okay, so if I go to electricity, so in March, in let's say in March and in February, for example, if in March I spent 9,000 naira, that's on cooking gas. In March I spent let's say 8,000 naira on electricity, and in February I spent 7,000 naira. Then I'll be able to see this by looking at the monthly expenditure. So are you seeing? In February, I spent 7,000 naira. In March, I spent 15,000. That means I've already put in data somewhere else. But I can see, I can compare for my electricity bill which month I spent the highest. On cooking gas, which month I spent the highest just by looking at this. But if you want chart or any other kind of graphical data, as I said, you can create a new sheet and come here, extract whatever information you have, you want, and then use it to plot the chart over there. So I don't know if it's clear enough or if somebody wants me to buttress from any other angle.
So from my end, I'm having so I don't know, Mr. Uchena Onyena, is that clear before we go to another question?
Yes, it's clear. It's just when we start using it, we will look at, we will put it into practice.
Okay,
It is
okay,
clear.
okay,
Yes.
okay. So question from me. So that file, that link, the link to for daily updates.
Okay, okay,
I
okay.
find that when I fill in the link and submit, it doesn't reflect in
Yes,
my
yes, yes. So
Excel file. I don't know if any
yes,
other
yes.
person has been
Yeah.
able to do
No,
that
no,
and it
no, no. Hold
reflected.
on, hold on. So as I was saying now, as I was saying,
So
I'm going to
because
show
is
you.
it linked? I'm wondering, when we copy this file to our own drive folder, we rename it.
Mm,
So if we use this link, how does it have the intelligence
no, 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 no,
to
no,
know where it is going to update?
no, no.
Because
Please
I
hold
don't
on.
see anywhere. The only thing it asks for there, or the only information it has there regarding me, is my email address. So how does it then know that it's going to update the file that I have renamed in my drive?
Okay,
Can you throw
so
more
take.
light on that?
Okay, so thank you very much, Florence. Okay, so actually, anticipated that most of the people that will attend, some of the people that will attend this may not be um, used to working with Excel. So I wasn't sure how to communicate this. So the link is now a new, something different. I will show you how to personalize. Okay, and I hope that you'll be able to work with me. So since we are done, everybody now has access to the budget and everybody can now work on the budget, all right? So the link is just to be able to put in the daily records without having to open the Excel sheet. So I will show you how to personalize that one now. Okay, so using the link that I sent to you to the folder,
Okay.
so that Google form is here. That Google form
Okay.
is here. Okay, and hold on, let me see. Let me rename it to match the file name. I hope that helps. Okay, so that Google form is here. So I want you to do the same thing. I want you to copy this form. Let's see if it will work. Make a copy of the form.
Okay.
Then move it. Use organize. Go to your click on home. Click on home to see the one you just copied. When you click on home, you will see the copy of the one you just copied. Eh? Starting with the word copy of. It's going to be the first file there. So you click on it, you click organize, then you move it to the same folder where you have the Excel sheet.
where I have my own Excel sheet that I have
Yes, yes. Where
recopied
you have the
the
Google
names
form,
rather.
the Google Sheets, the one
Okay.
you copy.
So can you remove? There's something can you
Okay,
take away? I want to see the name of this one we have to copy.
okay. So copy of is supposed to be V4 version 4.
Not 3. Okay. Not
So
version. This is version 3.
oh, no, no, no. I remember. I'm just showing you how to do it. Let me go back.
Okay.
So here now, you have all these ones that I've done. Let me delete them.
Okay. So I pick version.
Okay, so I've deleted these ones. So you're supposed to have 4 files originally.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
the form is this one that is in purple.
Yeah.
So you make a copy of this form.
Okay.
Then you go to your Google Drive home. You click on
Yeah.
home. You will see the copy you made will be the first file here.
Yes, I have that.
It's going to have copy of. Are you seeing it?
Yes, I have that. Yeah.
So you now organize and you move.
Okay.
You drop it inside the same
Um,
folder where you have the Google Sheet.
okay. So they have to be in the same folder then. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Actually, I didn't have time to try this. I didn't have time to try this to confirm that it works, but I wanted to try it now, and that's also why I gave you a link to this folder, so that if whatever challenge you are having, because I've not sampled this after creating this, I've not sampled it for any user group to test. I didn't have chance to do that. So if you have any challenge, then I'm going to make a new version that will be called version 5. Then I will let you know so you come and download it again. If you have any challenge using this, if there's something that is not working or anything like that, then I'll create a new version that is called version 5. And since you already have the link to the folder, you can come and get it. But now that you've duplicated the form, so what I want you to do is open the form. When you open it, it's going to be like this.
Okay.
Then, then click on send to get the link.
Send. Okay, to get the link.
Yes. So when you click, the link is the one in the middle. So when you click on that link, you will
Okay.
get that link. So that link is what I'm saying, that you should save it as a shortcut in your phone. I don't know if everybody
Oh,
knows how
so
to
that's
save
the
a
one I
shortcut.
would always use.
Yes, yes. So
That's the one I
every
would always
evening,
use for daily updates.
yes, yes, every evening, you just double click on the link, you open it, you put in data for the day. So, but I want you to test it now to confirm that it works. So when you copy this link, you paste it in a browser in your phone. Use your phone for this. Try and use your phone for this because it's your phone you'll be using, so that if you're having any challenge, we'll see it now.
Okay.
So when you paste it as a browser in your phone, then you're going to be seeing something like this. So just putting dummy data there for us to test. You must submit your email so that this will prevent somebody else. If somebody else enters, somehow gets the link and enters data in your document, when you are viewing your document, you know that it has been corrupted, and you will see that it wasn't that data was not entered by your email. So you select the date. For example, click on today, choose today's date. Then you now choose any section you like. Just maybe a select section. Let's say we got our salary today. Click on next. Excuse me. Then, if you're a man, put under husband. If you're a woman, put under wife. Then put some amount there. You got a salary today, and then click on next, and click on and select again on that under choose section. Select again, click on submit, click next. Once you click next, it will ask you to confirm that what you want to submit. You click submit. So after doing this, now I want to show you how to check whether it's working.
Okay.
So go on your computer now. On your computer, go back to where you opened the form. That place you copied link from. Go back to that place. Close this. I want you to click on this responses. On the responses, do you have anything there? Do you have one there? You just submitted one response. Do you have one there?
No, no, I don't. Sorry, I'm having some difficulty with that.
Okay. Is there anybody else that is doing this with us? Because it's only Florence that is commenting. So I don't know if anybody is interested in this area. No messages. Okay. Oh, somebody is asking for recording.
Yeah, we unfortunately we're not able to record.
Okay, so I may have something. Maybe I'll share with you later. You see if it's okay to distribute. So, but let us proceed. Do you have anything under responses?
No, not yet. I don't.
Not yet in
I'm
sense
trying
of.
to submit another. I'm trying to submit and submit.
Okay, okay, okay.
Um,
Okay, so is anybody else doing this? I want to know if this works for you. Is anybody else doing this?
so does it matter for the date column? Does it matter if the date is today's date or
No,
a
no, 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 no. It
2024
doesn't
date?
matter.
It doesn't matter, right? Okay.
Yes, yes. You can submit the information. Let's say you forgot to put yesterday's data. You can still put it before you put today's data. But it's good that you put them in the order they occur, so that when you are viewing the data on the spreadsheet, it's not confusing for you.
Okay.
And try to put one batch of information per day, so that you don't have two rows that has the same date. I don't know if that makes sense.
Uh, so I think I'm having. It's not showing me. Can you scroll down on this page? Let me see.
Okay, I should scroll down. On mine.
Scroll down on this page. Yeah, I want to see. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
No,
okay. So this is what is showing me now.
no, no. This is the place where the form was created. What I'm asking you to check is, if you look at the top, you see where I have questions,
And
responses,
responses. Yes.
and settings. On the responses, do you have any number there?
No, I don't.
Okay, do something else for me. Click on responses and click view in sheets. Let's see
No,
if
no.
it
If
will.
I don't have a response, I won't be able to see this viewing sheets.
Oh, oh,
Or
oh, 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 oh. Oh, okay.
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 So let me download that form. The form I've downloaded it. Let me download it again. And rename. So you say it has to be in the same folder as my
Yes.
Excel
So,
sheet, right?
so actually, yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I've not done that before. So, but I was hoping that it should work if you duplicate it, if you personalize it. So, but I've not done it before. So, what I wanted to confirm now is that if you click View in Sheets, that it should open that your Google Sheet where you have your budget and the rest of them. See the way it's opening in my own, meaning that that's where
Okay.
it's logging the information. You see where my own is logging the information. Look at the salary that I just inputted.
Mm,
So I was hoping that if you personalize the form by copying it the way you did now, then it should become your own. And then but since you're able to if you're able to view this page, then it is your own. So what we just need to do, just need to figure out what changed, and why you're okay
yeah.
in your own page. In your own page, uh, Select destination for responses. See if you have access to this. Are you able to view in the responses? If you're able to go to responses sheet, then you should be able to, if you have access to this, select destination for responses. Then you can now go and select the spreadsheet. Select existing spreadsheet. You can go and select that your budget and expenditure uh, document as the place for it to put in the responses. I think that solves the problem if you're still having that problem. I wish others can comment so that we will know if anybody is making any headway, if it's working for
Is there
somebody
any other
else.
person trying this? Is there any other one trying this?
Yes, I'm trying it, but I don't know. I'm not getting to that step where you go now.
Yeah, so share your challenge with us now so that we'll know what to progress.
Okay, if I click on questions on that Google form,
Yes.
okay, the first option is dates. I just
Yeah.
type December
No,
30,
no, 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 no,
2023.
no, 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 no. Hey, Uche, you are missing it.
Yeah, so I think that's the same thing I'm having. When we open that link, this is what we're seeing. The page I was seeing when I was, before I renamed the file, when I was opening it directly from after downloading it to my Google Drive homepage. It was showing me like you would enter your expenses every day. But after I put it in another folder, renamed it to what I wanted, and put it in the same folder, it began to show me this page. So I'm not
Okay,
able to
okay.
see.
So let me explain. Let me explain. If you understand web development, there's this thing that they call front end and back end.
Yes.
Where you are, where if you are seeing this question responses settings, you are in the back end.
Okay. How do
You
I
can't.
get to the front end now?
So what you need to do is to click send. Look for send.
Okay.
Then you copy the link. You click on that link to copy it.
The link. Okay. Copy the link.
Then you go and paste it
Okay.
in another browser in your phone, not necessarily another
Okay.
browser, in a new tab.
Yeah.
When you paste it in a new tab, you will now have access to the
Okay.
front end, which is
I
where you
can see
put in the
that
data.
now. Yes, I can see the front end now. Okay.
Uche, how about
So
you?
let me just,
I hope this session is not too technical because I try to communicate as much as possible, but the feedback I'm getting is not encouraging. If it's only two people that are doing this, then maybe there's something I'm not doing right.
Okay. Okay. So for me, I just met the class when you were talking about this link you shared. Like Uche rightly said, I I copied the link, put it on my desktop on my phone, then trying to navigate through what I saved. The first thing that I saw is that you should put date and then choose section. You have income, savings expense, home expense, and so I just decided to choose income, for example. And what it was showing me, I was not moving forward. He said I should put hobbies income, a wife's income, this income, and so on and so forth. Because I met this class when we were talking about if you need to, um, if you need to be putting your daily expenses, for example, you don't necessarily need to go to the Google sheet. You just have to quickly put it on this through this link. So I was just wondering, I didn't want to ask this question so that I don't draw people backwards because I came in late. And I didn't know that this was happening. I just saw it. I just entered. So that's the challenge I'm having. And I decided not to say, but when I saw that Uche was also having the same issue, I said, okay, since they still having issue, let me also mention that I'm also having the same issue. Maybe you can put us on the right track so that we can follow. Thank you.
Okay, so um, thank you very much. I appreciate your comments. So that this link that the moderator shared on the message platform is just for me to demonstrate to you how data can be entered on a daily basis. So that place that you got stuck, when you choose income category, when you choose income as a category, and you see the different subcategories, you are not expected to fill in everything. If it is that day that you got a return on your investment, they just paid you. There's one investment you have, and 15,000 came in from it. You open the sheet, you open the Google form, you go to income, you go to return on investment, you put in that 15,000, then you click. If that's the only thing you want to submit that day, normally I'm expecting you to put all your expenses in one day at once, so that you stop having two rows that has the same date. That each row should have, as in each date should be just for one row. All the data for that date should be there, so that you do this in the evening, put in all your expenses per day. But just to be sure you got how to use it. If you put in that return on investment 15,000, and that's the only thing you want to put for the day, you click next. It will take you back to the home page where you have choose category. Instead of choosing a new category now, since you are done, you will choose submit as the category. When you choose submit, you click next. It will ask you whether you want to submit. You say yes, you submit it. I use this link to show you how it works. But now you cannot use this link because this is my link. After showing you how it works using this link, I'm now showing you how to get your own link so that you can now use it for your own form. So I will go through the steps again. Is that okay?
Yes, that's okay.
All right.
I believe everybody is all right with that too.
Okay. So I'm saying that maybe if you are not very familiar with Google Forms, then you might be having a bit of a challenge, but I will try and explain everything again. So this is where I created the form. Now I want you to adopt this my form and make it your own. If you use this my form, anything you submit will come to me. I don't want your data. So you need to have your own data. So if that link that I sent is still confusing you, please delete it first of all before we proceed. So I want you to have your own data. What it means is that you need to go back to the folder, the resource material. So Florence, please share the link to the resource material once again so that I'm sure everybody understands what I'm saying. I said that I want you to have access to the entire folder because if we make any changes, I will put it on this folder and you can still have access to it. So please click on the link to this folder. Inside the folder, you have 4 files. 3 files are Google Sheets, version 1, version 3, and version 4. But there's another file that is purple in color. That file is the form, the raw data of the form. I want you to inherit this file. How do you do it? I want you to click on these 3 dots up here and copy this form. When you click on make a copy, let me do it again. I click on make a copy. It will not appear here in your own the way it is appearing in my own. For you to see the copy that you made, you need to go to Google Drive Home. Home at the upper left corner. You click on home. You will see your file. This one now is your own. It's no longer my own. This one that is called copy of is your own file. So I want you to now move it to the same folder where you have the Google Sheet. So you click on these three dots and you move, organize, move. You select the folder where you kept the Google Sheet and paste it there. You know what? I'm thinking, why don't I do this myself? So I'm going to do this myself so that whatever challenges you're having, I will be seeing it. So I was in NFCS account. So now I'm going to go to my own account and try to do this so that if you're having any challenge, I will be seeing it. So what I will do now is that I will share this with myself. It's the same thing with um, giving you the link, or let me use the same link that you use. Let me do everything the way you did it. Okay, I have, yeah, this link. So, so now I'm going to that folder. So if you have not done it, so just follow me as I do mine. Or if you have any challenge, then stop me once I have any you have any question. So let me return this to the way it was. 4 files. You're supposed to have 4 files here. So I'm going back to my own page. Okay, so I have here the same view you're having, 3 Google Sheets and 1 form. I can change the view to look like the other one. It doesn't make any difference. It's the same thing. So what I'm saying is that I'll make a copy of this form. When I click
Sorry,
on this, yes, please ask.
sorry if
Yes,
I stop you. Sorry.
yes, no problem.
Um, so that we don't get lost. I was
Okay.
actually following up when you said you were talking about the purple own, that's the one we should own.
Mm,
That we click on the 3 dots,
mm,
make a copy.
mm.
Because I'm using my phone. So
Oh, okay.
when I click on make a copy,
Mm.
what I saw or what I can see now is I can see my drive, computers shared with me, starred. So I got lost here.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
Because
So okay. So if I get it clearly, because you're using your phone, you're not seeing home.
yes, I'm not seeing home.
Okay, okay, that's totally
Are
fine.
you seeing files? Are you seeing
Uh,
files? Because I'm using my phone too and I can see it. Are you using
Yeah,
files? Can you see
if
files?
you should also see it in my drive. Click on my drive and scroll down. You should also see it.
okay.
Is it there?
Okay, I click on no, I click on my drive. Do you understand? My drive.
Yes. Oh,
What I can see, I can see a lot of things that are already in my drive.
okay, okay, okay. I have an idea. Do you have recent?
Recent. I don't have,
Hmm.
There's a
because
sort. It's sorted.
because
It may be sorted by.
I was following you when I got here. I got confused because when I make a copy and I know I'm trying to paste it somewhere, what
No.
I can see from my phone is my drive,
Oh, okay,
computers
okay. Hold on. Are you saying that when you click,
shared.
make a copy, it's asking you where to paste it? Is that what you mean?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
so you create a folder then. You know how to create a folder. You click on you open where you want it to be. Then you click new. You to create a new folder.
Okay. Because what I wanted to do was to add it to home screen. Is that okay?
No, 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 no. It's not yet. It's not this one. It's not this one. I'm saying you
Not
should
yet.
create a shortcut for. It's not that one yet. So let me explain again. You need to own two files, not one. You need to own two files. That whatever folder where you put it, you need to come back and collect this Google Sheet, the two that are named version 4. You see this one, 2023-12-29 underscore V4. The Google Sheet that is V4 and the form that is V4, they are the two files you need to own.
Okay, so I could. Sorry, I'm dragging you people, but
It's okay.
I I've created a folder. Do you understand? I've gone back, make a copy, then I created a folder that is now located under my drive.
Yes.
So what should I do from here so that I can follow up with you what you're
Okay,
saying?
so now go to your drive, go to that folder and check if the file you copied is there.
The folder is empty. Copy a
Yes, that
folder. Does it automatically? Uh-huh.
no, that's not how Google Drive works. Let me explain the way I understand it. You see what I'm about to do now. When I click make a copy, you can see my screen. Yes.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. Um. Okay, I can see your screen.
Okay, so I'm about to click make a copy. So when I click make a copy, Google Drive will make a copy of the file and put it in your Google Drive. So for me
Okay.
to see the copy that it made, I will go to, if I'm using a computer, I will go to home and it will be the first file here because in home, it will sort the files automatically according to the one I used last. So you can see my own here in home, it will come here as the first file. But since you are using phone and you say you can't see home, let me check my drive. When I check my drive, it's there as well. it's
Mm.
it's there as well. So maybe in your drive, try sort the see if you have option to sort and sort it according to the last modified.
Okay.
Mr. Uchenna,
I've seen it under the folder I created.
okay.
Okay, are they two there now? Do you have the
Is it are
Google
there
Sheet?
two?
The Google Sheet and the form. You need two of them to be there.
Okay, Google Sheet and the form. Oh,
But the ones that are version 4, version 4.
okay. Just I don't like this kind of dragging you people back. Okay, I have two of them now.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so the next thing you're supposed to do is to rename them and remove that copy of. But don't worry about that for now, please, so that it
I
doesn't
can
take another
rename
time.
it later.
So what you do now, what you do for me now, oh, so look at me that I was waiting. I've not even done my own. Because you remember I said let me do exactly what you're doing so that two of us will be on the same page. So what I will do, I'll move my own too. So what you're going to do now is that you're going to open the form, the one that you've copied that is now in your that is now your own. You're going to open the form, and then you're going to have let me see NFCS budget. Okay, so I duplicate this one as well. Make a copy. I go to my drive. Then I move it to organize. Move. Okay, so I'm with you now. We're at the same place now. We have the two files in one folder inside our Google Drive, our own personal Google Drive. Okay, so now we open the form, which is the purple one. When you open the form, because you are the owner now, it will show you the back end, which is where the form is created. Huh? So what I want you to do now is to get access to the front end. So to do that, you click on send at the upper right corner in your phone. I don't know how it will look, but look for send. If you click on send, mine is still loading. Okay, but I believe everybody has gotten that point. If you click on send, you copy the link. If you copy the link, that link is the one I'm saying you need to put on your desktop, on your save it as a shortcut and put it on your phone's desktop. Many phones have this feature that allows you to save a shortcut. You can save it as a bookmark on Chrome. Then after saving it as bookmark on Chrome, you now click on the bookmark and say send to my home screen. It will now put something on your home screen once you double click on it, it opens this form directly on Google Chrome. Sorry, mine is are you guys still with me? I think my internet is
Yes, I can hear you.
okay. I don't know why mine is not working again. Saying there's a problem with this file. Please reload. Okay, reload.
Mine is dragging,
Yes, mine is doing the same.
trying to connect.
So, but Florence, you're on open, yes?
Yes, my own opened.
Okay. And you renamed your own. You removed the copy of.
Yes, I've renamed. Yes, I've done all that. I've gone
Okay.
to.
Okay.
I'm wait. I'm here now.
I don't know if that's a criteria. Uche, can you do this for me? Can you go and rename, just to be on the safe side? Just remove that copy
Um,
of, because
Maybe I have to put it because the my own is still telling me trying to connect.
yeah. So close that tab. Go back to where you
Mm.
where you have the two files and rename. Just remove the copy of, so that it will have the same name that the files had when they were created.
Okay.
I'm doing it now. If you can see my screen, just click on rename and remove the
No,
copy
that
of.
one is
Okay.
not the problem. I'm renaming my own now. Okay.
Yeah. So try opening the form again. Let's see.
So I've opened it. I should click on send. Abi?
Very good. Send, and then you copy the link. If you click on send, you see at the top you have three options to send it. You have email, you have link, and one other option. You now click on the link and you copy it, and you now go to another tab and open that link. Then you will now complete. You will now put in one. Just put in any dummy data for practice purpose. Okay, it has worked. So the renaming was a big factor. Thanks to Florence.
Okay, so I click on this I click on the send.
Yes.
So what do you say I should do again, please?
At the
It
thing
came
that
out with
comes out, The thing that's called the link I'm talking
email.
about is like chain, the symbol of chain.
Yes,
So you
yes.
click on it, then a link will now come out.
Okay. Copy the link.
Yes, you now copy the link.
Abi?
Yes. So this link is the one I'm saying you should bookmark. Paste it in a new tab.
Okay. Can I can I paste it on my desktop?
Yes. Paste it on. You mean on your laptop now, or your phone?
I don't know what you people call it, but on my home screen.
Yes. On your home screen, where it will be easy accessible for you. So open the link now and enter dummy data. Enter data for something. Just to let's see if it will reflect on your Google Sheet. That's the whole idea of this time we're spending now to confirm that the form links to your Google Sheet. Mine is not working. Okay, so Florence, you've passed this stage, yeah? So what I want you to do is open responses, and look at the setting for for the responses where there's a place you see where the data is supposed to go. Let me show you if you can see my screen. Let me show you
Okay.
from my screen.
Yeah.
So if in responses, see there's a place to view in Google Sheets. Eh? If you click on those three dots, if you click on that view in Google Sheets, it will open a new sheet. You can check whether it is your own budget sheet, budget spreadsheet. But if it's
But
not, then
it's still showing me zero responses.
yeah, okay, it's fine. It's fine. So click on that three dots. Click on those three dots
Okay.
and
Mm-hmm.
click on um, select destination for responses.
Okay. Okay. So should I
Now
use
select
create a new spreadsheet or select
existing
existing?
spreadsheet, yes. Now you now go to your Google Drive and select that um, the budgeting and accounting spreadsheet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. I've done that.
Okay, so so now fill another response now and go to your budgeting and accounting spreadsheet. It's likely going to it may create a new tab, a new sheet for to be putting its responses. But just once you successfully connect it to that sheet, the rest is we can solve the other problems very easily. This is just the big hitch we're having. So, Mr. Oyena, sorry I didn't forget you. Where were you able to get to?
I think my network is giving me some issues, but
Oh,
I actually understand what you are
okay,
saying.
okay.
You
So
know, it's
what?
something that I can try later. Yeah, I
Yes.
understand what you are saying. So,
Okay.
but the area I stopped was I was able to see the link to copy.
Okay.
Do you
Okay.
understand? After
Okay.
clicking on that thing that looks like a chain,
Yes.
I saw
Yes.
the
Yes.
link
Yes.
and I click on copy. You know, but
Okay.
to paste to put it, it
Mhm.
was
Okay, so the good thing is that we have access to that folder, that link that the moderator shared at the beginning and shared over and over again. That folder. So I will sit back and review
issues. So, but
the
let's go
challenges
ahead.
that you've reported, and check if there is any modification that needs to be made to resolve all those problems. Then I will create a version 5 and Uche will let you guys know when such change is made so that you can just go to the folder and download the new version and like I said, you don't have to retype anything you've typed before. Just copy the data and paste and you'll be good to go. So I don't know if there's any other question. If not, then we can wrap it up here so that people can take their time and fill in their own data for the budget.
So I want to know
Yes.
this form, the link from that form that we sent.
Yes.
So the form now, if anything I'm filling on that form is going to the Excel sheet, there are options next till the end where I click submit.
No, no, no. Like I said, you don't have to fill everything. Once you fill what you want to fill and click next once, if you can click it twice or three times depending on how many things you want to fill. But once you finish entering out what you want to fill, when you want to select category again, you just scroll down and select submit. If you finish putting all the information you want to put, you just scroll down and select submit as the next category.
Mm.
I know that's not your question, so I just wanted to correct that impression. So now, I want to start. If you can see my screen, I want to choose
Yes,
section
yes.
now. I
Okay.
can decide not to submit, not to fill anything, and go straight and choose submit as the next section. Once I choose it now, once I click next, it will submit. It will ask me whether I am sure I want to submit, and I will say yes, and it will submit. So you don't have to fill in all the data in all the categories per day, because we know that you don't spend on all these things per day. Today you might spend on only charity and transportation. So you select charity, you fill in the data, so you come back here, you select transportation, you fill in the data, you come back here, you click submit, and you click next, and it will submit. So if you've gotten what I said now, please go ahead and ask your question.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I was I
Okay.
was
Okay,
thinking
I also okay. Sorry, go ahead, Richie.
no, I was thinking that is I will be doing this every day. Just those things that changes like I should come here and feel like you explain now. If transport changes, I'll come and input transport.
I think
No.
what I understand from the Google form is on a daily basis, the Google form gives you an opportunity to see everything that is in your Google sheet for you to make any changes. Let's say expenses, and you can choose one and click submit. It will make changes to that particular one. Is that not true?
Okay, yes. Thank you very much. I'm happy that you and Uche spoke, because now I noticed something in both of your comments that is drawing my attention. Two of you are using the word changes. So let me build on that.
No, no, no. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Not change. Sorry. What I understood from what you said is this. Take for example, I spent 5,000 naira fuel
Yes.
today.
Mm,
Now, I now go to the Google form, go to expenses, go to straight to fuel. The thing is that
yes.
if I open it, it gives me an opportunity to see everything, to choose anyone,
Yes.
but I'll just pick fuel. So it does not necessarily that I should fill everything again. The only thing is that
Yes.
it gave me an opportunity in case I need to do say that I spent everything on those things. I have an opportunity to key in all of them. But
Yes.
if it's only one thing that I spend, I will just choose that one, submit. So once I
Yes.
do that, it goes to update. But what I want to say this is that I saw that these forms we are sharing it on the Google Classroom, whatever that we are doing. I hope we'll be able to share it because after using my phone, I want to put it back to my laptop and practice it on my laptop. Because
Yeah.
after this class, maybe this thing will just disappear and I'll now be struggling
No.
with the leg.
No.
Uh,
No. So those ones that you've already copied to your Google Drive are now in your Google Drive. It doesn't matter how you
okay,
access it.
okay. I can access it from my laptop. Okay, that's fine.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay,
And
okay,
and
that's fine.
and and just to buttress on what you said again, I just want to make a quick review of something, just to because of Uche Onyema, just to buttress something. So on the Google sheet, we have different sheets. We have the budget where we expect you to put in what you hope to spend for the year. So on this sheet now, you use it only once in the entire year, which is today and tomorrow before the year starts. After that, you are not expected to do anything again on this first form, which is on this first sheet, which is budget. On the monthly expenditure, you are not expected to do anything here at all. You're not expected to do anything here. This place is to visualize your data. However, on the daily expenditure is where you will now be putting in your daily expenses as you spend. What I mean by daily expenses is not money you spend for the day. For example, rent, you pay rent once in a year, but you're going to pay it on a particular day. On that particular day you're going to pay it, we expect you to input that you've paid rent on this particular day. Everything will be summing up to this column, and later you can see whether you've exceeded your budget or not, because you can still see the rates here. And if you look at the monthly expenditure, if you look at the top, you will see a comparison between income and expenditure, and you see when you've started spending more than you're earning. So there are a lot of data that you can view from here. All right, but I just want you to know monthly expenditure is for viewing data, daily expenditure is for entry of the daily expenses. And now I now have another sheet here that is called form responses. You can see that the name is still in purple. The name is also in purple because the entry from your form will be coming in here. And as they are coming in here, they will be summing up on this daily expenditure on this column, so that anything you want to enter here manually, you can enter it manually. Like this one now, I entered 150,000 naira on the form. Okay, I entered 150,000 manually and it's here. This one, and I entered 75 naira on the form. I can also enter another money here manually, and it will sum up on the sum. Whether you enter it from the form or you enter it from here, this sum will accumulate all the expenses that you've logged in.
Uh, Please, I have a question.
Yes, please.
So I I can see my responses now
Oh,
on the responses
oh,
tab.
that's good. That's good. I'm very happy about
That's on
that.
the form. Yeah, that's
Yes,
on the back end.
yes,
So
yes,
when I
yes.
go to my budget, this one you're showing us now, when I go to my budget, I'm not seeing it under form responses. So
Okay, wait.
again, I don't
Wait,
know
hold on. Did they create a new sheet for it? Did they create a new sheet?
a new sheet. What do you mean a new sheet? I have form responses there. Am I
Yeah.
supposed to create another form
No,
responses
no, no.
sheet?
That form responses, I'm not the one that created it. It's the Google form that created it. You see, that's why it's purple in color.
Oh,
That's why it's purple in color. So
okay.
just do something for me here. Just scroll to the top and make sure that.
Okay, I've seen it. I've seen a new form response sheet. Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay, okay. So yeah, so that's the problem. Now they've created another sheet. So what you do for me here, you are going to delete that form responses that was there before, but you will copy the
Before,
name.
okay.
You copy the name, exactly the name. That if the one that was there before is form responses one, you copy that name, then delete that
Okay.
sheet and rename the new one as this. Give the new one this name so that the formula will reflect on this daily expense. I don't know if I'm speaking too much grammar.
Yes, I get what you mean. It's asking me that I cannot delete it except I unlink the form. How do I?
Oh, okay, okay, the form. Okay, okay, okay. Okay,
Yes,
see what you do. See
it's
what
not
you
a
do, eh?
problem.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
can
So see
rename
what you
it.
do. See what you do for me, eh? I'm sorry. I'm giving you extra work. I should have completed all these things if I knew how to do it for everybody. But see what you do for me. You just go and edit the formula for these guys. So this one now, this form response, is summing. If you look
Yeah.
at the top here, you see that it is summing form response. Is summing form response 1 from D2
Mm-hmm.
to D504. What it means is that under form response 1, I'm taking the sum of, because it's hobbies income. Let me show you again. Daily expenditure, hobbies income. The form responses are here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm summing from
Yeah.
D2 to D504. So if you go to form response 1, I just did a sum of hobbies income from here down to 500 cells just to cover for. Remember, I was saying that every day, try and make only one entry per day. If you make only one entry per
Okay.
day and put all your expenses in that one entry for the day, then in the end, you're going to have 366 rows. But
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know how to communicate this and make sure that everybody understood it, I went down as low as 500 rows so that in case you make multiple expenses per day, let's hope that in the end, by the end of the year, it doesn't exceed 500 rows. So you come to this daily expense, just put D 2 to D 500. If it is
Okay.
there in your own, then you don't have to type the same thing again for the other ones. All you have to do is to copy and paste it as across the other ones. However, you just do something for me. This one is on E. You just go and check that wife's income is corresponding to column E. If it's corresponding to column E, then you are good to go. You check earnings from investment, is it corresponding to column F, or you just be changing the letters and the numbers will remain the same, 2 to 500.
Okay. So what I hear you say now is I go to the formula, I take away form response one from it, right? And I take away the linkage. Click in yes, click there, click response one that is in the formula. Do I take it away? I delete it, right?
No, okay, so you know how to do sum in Excel, abi?
Yes,
So
exactly.
just delete what I have there. Just write equal sum
Okay.
and open bracket and go to the new form, the new sheet that they inserted for
Yeah.
you. Click on it, find hobbies response. Click on
Okay.
the first row, and then for the
Okay.
second row you put colon. You copy the same thing again, form response
Mm.
whatever. You paste it again, then everything is the same except the number. Instead of 2, you change it to 500.
Okay. Okay.
Then you close the bracket and press enter.
Okay.
Then you copy it and paste it. You copy it like this and paste it on the other cells. However, for each one, you change this D to E. You change D to E. Make sure that the number is 2 and 500. Do you understand?
Okay. I get it.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm sorry. I've already done all this before, but you know, I couldn't I didn't have time to test this transfer of ownership to see how it works, but I understand it better now that you've done it. It creates a new sheet, unfortunately. So we just have to adapt the new sheet. That's all.
So that means, as you said, we should try to always submit one. Um, okay, so before I even say that, there's something I noticed when I was filling the form. Initially, I did not know I would need to, maybe if I'm filling only one entry, say for medical, if I've spent only money that falls under one group in a day, after filling the details for medical, and I click next, it does not automatically submit. I have to go to back to that drop down and select submit. And
Yeah,
that is when it will submit. So
yeah,
I didn't know
yeah.
that, and I think it was
Okay, yes. The reason is like that is because it's giving you chance to put other things
other things. Yes, I get you.
for the whole day
So
before you now submit.
mm, okay. And I think I'm having, because I'm using my phone, I'm having some challenge putting in my formulas. So
Okay, on the Excel. Okay, please use the laptop
yeah,
for that. Yes, please.
yeah.
Please use the laptop for that. That one is secondary. The
Better,
important thing is to capture the data. The important thing is to capture the data daily because anything you forget to record for that day is likely you forget to record it. So just make sure that every day you capture that you already have your form is working. I'm very happy. You are the only one that has given positive feedback that their own is working. So just please from today, if you want to start today, make sure you capture the data. Once you have chance to sit in front of a computer, you go to your Google Drive and you work the rest out.
okay.
So I don't know if anybody has any other comments or any other question or anything else. So we can wrap it up because it's getting late. It's 9:26 now. So the good thing is that we can you can follow up on this individually with me if there is still any gray area you can follow up with me because I want to make sure that my objective is achieved for anybody that is interested. Okay, so if there is nothing else, I'll hand it back to you, Florence. Thank you so much.
So sorry, before you hand over, you said you were going to do something else. When I asked if the session is recorded, you said you have something you can share. Please don't forget.
Okay, okay. I will share with Florence. She needs to review it and make sure it meets the standard they look forward to. I would forget. Thank you very much.
So it will be shared on the NFCS group.
Okay.
So thank you, Mr. Ozagu Thomas Aquinas. Yeah, it was a bit technical, especially maybe for me, getting some things clear. But I think it's this is a very valuable tool. It's the average Nigerian does not really do all of this. Or maybe, well, maybe some persons do it in their own way, but um for me, one of the difficulties that I've had with this keeping this record is when I have to um where I have to go to the main Excel sheet every day. I would I prefer something simpler, but with the creation of a link where one can just fill in the expenses and submit, that makes makes things a lot easier. So I want to thank you very much, Mr. Thomas Aquinas, Ozagu. Somebody, okay, yes, no problem. I'll I would pick that before Mr. Raymond. I saw your message. I would let me take note of that number because after this meeting, it would be off. Okay. So thank you very much. Does anyone have anything to say? Anything in general or um any questions? Um I can see there are other people on the call who have not said anything.
Yeah, hello.
We have Perpetual Ogochukwu, and we have Mabel.
Okay. Uh, Hello everyone. Can I say something?
Hello, hello, Gregory. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes. My name is Gregory Ogboro. I I came in late. I tried joining around 7 when I closed from work. I think the link didn't work. So when I saw that you posted another link now, so I had to quickly join. That's why I came in late. When I saw the contest, I was really pleased because, like you said, a lot of Nigerians we don't really do this. We just spend anyhow. So I was interested and I said I was going to join, but very unfortunate I came in late. So I don't know. Please, if there's any way we can get maybe videos or whatever has been done, maybe we can see later after the meeting. I don't know, please. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Gregory. Yes, there will be something sent on the group. Not this. This meeting could not be recorded. Google Meet had gave us some challenges with recording, which we didn't envisage earlier. So, but something will be shared on the group on the NFCS platform for everyone to benefit from. And if there are questions after going through that, please feel free to reach out to Mr. Ozago Thomas Aquinas. He'll be pleased to give you throw some light in whatever confusions that you're having. I think with that, we come to the end of this session. It's been a long one. For those who have stayed back, thank you very much for staying. And the our president is not able to join now. So we would take the closing prayer from Mr. Uchenna Oyena, please, if you can help us with that, the closing prayer. And any comments. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Florence. Um, I don't know for those who may feel um, disappointed that the section was not recorded. I think for Google Meet, for you to record, I don't know if it is true, but for Google Meet, you have to make some payments before you can be able to record. That's their new style. So it involves a lot of payments. While the free version also, you will not be able to record. So that's my understanding for that. So apologies for that. Okay, in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the
Son
Holy
of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Spirit. Our help is in the name of the Lord who
Who
made
made
heaven
heaven
and
and
earth.
Almighty
earth.
heaven and earth.
Almighty ever living God, we thank you this evening. Thank you for being with us throughout this section. We thank you for wisdom. We thank you for knowledge and understanding which you have given to the speaker, the facilitators, and also the participants. Thank you for the strength you've given us. For without you, we wouldn't have achieved what we have achieved up till now. We give you all praise and adoration. And we hand over this section that we have had today. We pray that more enlightenment, more wisdom and knowledge will be given to us as we put them into practice. We pray that as we start using it, that it will lead us to more fruitfulness in our life, our family life, and our individual lives. And we also pray, as we have also gathered together in the name of NFCS alumni, we pray that the group NFCS alumni will continue to grow from glory to glory. May all our members begin to be more prosperous and be more successful in all their undertakings. We hand over our night, this night unto you, Leader. We pray that you grant us a peaceful night rest, so that we may be so that God may be gracious to us to see the light of tomorrow, even as we come to the end of the year. We thank you for always answering us whenever we call upon you. We bless your holy name. We give you all praise for answering our prayer. These are many others we ask, believing that you have already answered us through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
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 We fly to a patronage. O Holy Mother of
O
God,
Holy Mother of God, despise
Despise
not
not
our
our
prayers and
prayer
our
that's
necessities,
and necessities,
for
but
delivering
deliver
us
us from
us
all
from all
danger.
dangers, O
Forever
ever
blessed
forever.
be,
and
and
blessed,
blessed Virgin Mary.
In the name of the Father,
the
So,
Son.
And of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you very much, Mr. Uchenna Onyena. Thank you very much to our facilitator, Mr. Huzak Thomas Aquinas Benedict. You will hear a lot from us. I would reach out to, and I really love this, and I'm going to reach out for any clarity. I'll ask
Okay.
others to do the same too if you need.
Okay.
All right,
Well,
thank you
hello,
very much.
Florence.
Yes,
Florence,
please.
please, before you go, I don't know if I'm supposed to be here because I'm not a member of the group or an alumni. I happen to see a friend, one of the is a friend, as on face WhatsApp. So he posted the link. So I saw the topic, it was captivating, so I decided to come in. So I don't know.
Oh,
Yes,
okay. I
yes.
may not be able to add you to the
Good.
WhatsApp group,
Yeah.
but I can send you you can have access to the drive. If you check your message now, there's a link there, so you can take note of it. That's access to the drive.
I
Then
appreciate
you can reach out to. You say you saw it on your friend's status, right? So that means you
Yes.
don't have the contact of anyone here.
No, except that friend.
Okay, okay. Okay, so and that friend is an NFCS, is a member of the group, right?
Sure, sure. He used to have a shop at Ibejuleki, Tamuku. So we
Okay,
did,
so
yeah.
okay. So I can, I'm putting my number on the group so you can chat me up for any, for clarity on anything that you need. I would
Please.
redirect you to the responsible persons. So
Okay then. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Bye everyone.
okay. Let me do that quickly. Okay, thank you very much. That will be all from us. We hope for we wish you all a prosperous 2024 and a very one that would budget well, save well, invest well, and spend well. Thank you.
Yeah. Bye everyone.
Good
Bye.
night.